Revelation Gospel Ministries, Sunday Bible studies. Welcome to the program. I want you to join us at revelationgospelministries.org. Sign up, join, ask your questions. Email me at mason@revelationgospelministries.org. We're here to explain the Word of God, to exchange the Word of God with each other, to study the Word of God with each other, and grow in the Word of God. Today, I'm going to talk about something happening in our country right now. We're getting more and more involved in this idea of they took from us to go get our country back. Why are they doing this to us? They're changing our children. They're teaching our kids to hate us. They're coming against us. They call us names when we disagree with them. This is our nation, founded on godly principles. God gave us the most prosperous nation in the history of mankind. We are the people of God, and we were blessed here until we start compromising on our principles, and we lost a lot of things. But when God gives you something, it's yours. It's yours. So if someone takes something that God has given you, do you pray for them? Yeah. Do you forgive them? Yeah. But also, aren't you supposed to go back and get your stuff? It's your stuff, given you for a reason. Today we're going to be studying in 1 Samuel chapter 30. Because King David, the man after God's own heart, had his stuff taken too. I want you to read 1 Samuel chapter 30. I want you to read it. It's a very simple concept. David and his men came back from battle and saw that the enemy had raided the territory, took away all the wives, all the children, all the cattle, burned down their places, and the people, the army, his army troops were upset with him. They took their wives too. Their children too were gone. Their city was burnt down. And they're about to stone David. They were upset. You didn't leave enough folks here to protect the homeland. Took what they had. David's 2 wives were gone. His children were gone. And so was all of his men. And the other folks in the neighborhood. The other unsaved people. And they all looked at David. We're going to kill you, man. And David went before God and asked, what should I do? And you read 1 Samuel. You read 1 Samuel 30. God said, basically, I gave you that stuff. That's your stuff. Go get your stuff. That's your stuff. See, God said, David was asking, should I go after them? God said, you will surely overtake them. But you got to go after them. You got to get on out of here. And David even took the unsaved with him. They lost their kids too, lost their wives too, and went back and took back what they had. They didn't kill. The enemy did not kill nobody in that camp. They took everybody. They took every sheep, every cattle. They took everything themselves and were celebrating the great victory of no men being there. When the men showed up, the men took care of business because they showed up. Folks, if we show up, there is no way they can stand in our presence. If we show up, unafraid of what they call us, unafraid of the names they call us, the mean-spiritedness, the propaganda, the lies, the cheats, if we're not afraid of that and just show up, yes, sir, even the enemy is afraid of God's people. That's why they want us to stop acting like we're God's people. That's why they don't want us to say we're forgiven. That's why they don't want us to proclaim the light. That's why they want to stay in darkness, and they're afraid of us turning our light on. The light cannot do anything but destroy darkness. Darkness cannot stand in the presence of light. You turn your light on at night, the darkness in that room does not debate with the light. It disappears. So let's stop whining about what they have done to us. Let's stop whining about the election being stolen. Let's stop whining about what they're doing in our school to our kids with our money. You kidding me? What happened to the people of God? First, the problem, the people of God are led by ungodly pastors, ungodly ministers in the pulpit. I don't care how well you speak. I don't care how well you look. I don't care how you sing and dance in the pulpit. I don't care. These wolves in sheep's clothing, these unsaved pastors, is the real roots. The second problem is you clowns sitting in the church because you're hearing things that you know are unpopular. You know it's ungodly, and you still stay there with them because the preacher was good, or my mama came to this church, my daddy sat in this pulpit. And that's why you're ineffective. That's why no one is worried about Christians. That's why the government doesn't care what Christians think. We're the only group in America that no one's afraid of. We're the largest group in America. You know, we're the largest group in America. Christians are the largest group in America, and no one cares because we don't act like we have the power. They have taken our stuff. They have taken our morality. They're in our face with immorality. In our face. They're taking control of our bodies. They're telling us when church can open. They're denying the presence of God, the existence of God in our face, and telling us we better not respond. You tired of this mess, folks? If you're tired, be like David. Get up and go get your stuff. This is Mason, Revelation Gospel Ministries, the truth revealed ministries. God bless you.